I am immediately going to have a bit of a problem because there is a man uh, southeast of me that landed in the exact place that I was trying to get to. But it seems like I found police vest level 2, so that's not too bad. I kind of just want to get, there we go. I'm going to just try to take him on, like right now, while he doesn't know that I'm on to him. Considering that I do have this police vest, this UMP. I'm gonna really hope that he hasn't found an assault rifle as soon as he landed. Or if he has, that he hasn't filled it up with ammo just yet. I don't know exactly where he is. I don't know if he's closed doors behind him. I'm gonna try to wait until he starts running between houses before I start shooting at him. There's a car in that direction as well. There he is. Hey friend. I'm gonna wait until you come out before I do anything to you. You might have heard that I'm in here. Okay, there we go. He's dead. Let's take his stuff. Oh, nice. Thank you for finding all this good stuff for me. Ooh, a backpack level 2. You shouldn't have. That's nice of you. Yeah, so I think I took him by surprise. He didn't really think that I was going to sneak up on him. I don't think he went upstairs. Poor fellow had no idea what was going on. We are already down to 63 people. Wow. Let me see if I am in the circle. Okay, I'm actually going to stick around this area because I didn't really see where most of the people landed, but I did see this guy. And I saw a guy like really far south. I don't think he's going to be traveling up north. Or if he is, he's probably going to be taking a car. So I'm going to hear it coming, more than likely. Backpack level 1, I don't need that. I got a backpack level 2 from that guy over there. So yeah, I'm gonna stay in this area. I'm gonna go to these houses southwest of me. And then potentially I might just take this car. I am really tempted to go into that little shed over there because sometimes there's some really good stuff in places like that. So last time we made it to number 7, I think. So I'm gonna try to get a little bit better than that. Oh, okay, I know what this area is. This is the this is near the apartments and the school, which is right over there. I really don't like this place. Apartments are, well, they used to be early on when this game came out. People used to jump straight down into common areas like the pit, the school, the apartments, the military base, and the major cities, basically. So the apartments used to be really bad for any sort of like stealth, I guess. I mean, it was great for stealth if you happened to be in there from the get-go, but anybody that wasn't, it was awful because you had let's see what this stuff is. Just going in was basically a death sentence. because people would hear you coming and then they would just aim at the door and shoot you. And normally that's like I said in the last video, that's a terrible tactic when you're in like a small hut. But when you're in some place as big as the apartments, nobody really knows exactly what room you were in. So you could pull that shit like multiple times and get multiple people just like by doing that over and over, and maybe like switching rooms from like one room to another room if you felt like you needed to. We're gonna use the suppressor right now. I'm like going heavy on this UMP build right now. Usually I'd like to get an assault rifle, but it seems like I'm not gonna be going for one of those this time. Helmet level 2, red dot sight. I'm glad that he didn't shoot me, because I didn't want this police vest level 2 to have taken damage. That would have kind of sucked. Let's close this door so I can get by. Oh yeah, I've already been in here. Alright, we're gonna head over to that house up there next to my car. And then after that we're gonna go somewhere else. I'm at level 2. So sometimes people don't visit houses that had doors open, which is why I'm going to leave the doors to this house open. But I can't pick up this helmet level 2 because I already have one, which means I'm leaving it behind. So if there's a door open, I think I mentioned in the last video, it's good to go into houses that have open doors, because there's still a chance that you might find some pretty decent, if not like good loot in a house that's been entered. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that car out back. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, I'll put this on here. I'm going to leave the car because that way people are going to think that there's somebody here. Ooh, a military vest level 3. Wow. Great stuff. Fantastic stuff in this house. I'm going to leave the car back there because people are going to think that there is somebody in here. Maybe they might waste their time if they do that, which is good for me if they waste their time. That way they're going to be looking towards this house and not at me. Huh, I actually made that jump. I'm surprised. I think I did see some rifle ammo, or assault rifle ammo, in this house, because I need a little bit more than 30. So that's all I have so far. No, never mind, I only saw sniper rifle ammo. That sucks. Did I go? I didn't go in here. Okay, that was weird. There's a guy right outside. Don't see him anymore. I'm actually gonna get out of here, because I think I was making a lot of noise, so he probably knows that I'm in there. I don't really want to give him a chance to ambush me. I'm gonna take the car, because I don't really feel safe running away from him on foot. But yeah, so I chose to run away from him because I was making a lot of noise in there. I don't like to be snuck up on. I don't know how good I am taking somebody on by surprise. I like to plan things out. I like to take people by surprise. I don't like to be taken by surprise. It sucks. So I was like, fuck that, and I left. Okay, so this house potentially might have somebody inside. I'm gonna try to clear it if I can, and then move on. The doors are closed. That is not a good sign. I'm gonna look around anyway. Yep, one door is open, so somebody was here at some point. They either left or they are still around. I don't know which of the two. I actually don't know which of the two I'm more comfortable with. Because if he left, then he might still be here. Unless he used a car like I did. Actually, leaving my car back there was probably a good idea because anybody that comes upon there is going to think that somebody's laying an ambush inside one of those houses. Even though the doors are open, which again usually is a sign that somebody's not laying an ambush. But people don't think that because they think, oh, it's common sense. If somebody left the door open, then they might be inside. But if somebody's inside, they normally wouldn't leave the door open. Alright, this is a very bad place to like lay down and look at my map, but that is exactly what I'm going to do. I kind of like want to stay here in this area. Just wait it out, see what happens. Maybe towards here. This tiny little shaded area. Okay, wow, that's great. That is fantastic. I'm just gonna hope that I don't die to a bomb. I've never died to a bomb before. Somebody was shooting west of me. So this is gonna be pure luck. Let's see if I die to a bomb. All of my efforts will be for nothing if that is what ends up happening. The suspense is killing me. More than one of these bombs might. That was pretty close. Alright, I lived. I've only died to a bombing run once, and that was because I was driving and I drove right into a bomb and it blew up my car and it blew me up too. Other than that, I've never died to one of those. I don't really like the place that I'm in right now, because there might be somebody behind me that I would have no idea about. So I kind of want to just... I do feel like I want to move, but at the same time I don't. The biggest thing that gives you away is it's not being somewhere. It's the movement. Like, you can be laying down in grass just like this, and yeah, you can be seen, but will you be seen is the question. Which, by that, what I mean is, will the person that's looking at you, will their brain register that you are in fact a person? And you're thinking, of course they will, but you'd be surprised. Kind of like when you're, for example, when you're going through a house and it has a whole bunch of loot, and say that you're recording it, and you pass by a level 3 helmet or something, and you see it like on screen, but you don't pick it up. Like, it might even pop up like level 3 helmet, like in the bottom, it might just even say that, and you leave it because you didn't see it. And then people in the YouTube comments are gonna go apeshit and tell you how fucking awful you are at playing this game. But what I mean is, if somebody's looking at you and they're not seeing you, then you're practically invisible to their brains because they're not AI. They're real humans. So like this guy, I actually am very concerned that he did see me. Or he might not have. He might not have seen me at all. Because again, unless he's looking for... And the way that people see usually is movement. They're looking for movement because your eyes, your peripheral vision is what's responsible for detecting. So basically, when you see something move that's not in your focus, your brain detects it as movement. Part of your brain tells you that there is something moving, and you immediately become alert, and then you look for what it is. But if you stay perfectly still, the chances of you dying go down drastically. And I'm fairly certain that that guy did not see me. Even though I'm like laying down like this. Like it seems like it would be very easy to spot a person just laying down on the ground. But you'd be surprised. Because unless you're looking for it, this map is massive. And your brain doesn't really factor in the possibility that there's somebody laying down. Like that guy. He drove right past me, just like the other guy did. He actually might have just taken my car. That might have been my car that he used. Actually, this guy I'm a little bit more concerned about because he stopped driving like right above me. I don't know if it's because he wanted to visit this house or radio tower, or if he saw me. I don't think he saw me because he drove past pretty slowly. I'm still concerned about the people behind me. That might be the guy in the car and the guy in the truck trying to kill each other, potentially. Yeah, I don't really hear any footsteps or gunshots anymore, so I'm hoping whatever happened is now resolved and people are making their way away from me. I potentially might have to run into Pochinki this round, and the way that you play late game when the circle centers around a city is very different from the way that you play late game like normally. And but what I mean by that is what I do when it centers around like a grassy area is that I just kind of just lay down in the grass. But when it's centering around a city, you have to kind of like make your way into the city, not early and not late. You have to time it like really well, where the chances of people looking at you while you're making your way inside, it's going to be slim. And once you make your way inside the city, your best chance is to not go inside a building, but to go like right outside a building, because usually there are people that are going to be inside the building already, and what you can do is as soon as they exit the building, you can kill them. And two, you are provided basically a similar amount of cover just right outside in the alleyway, because a building is blocking like 3/4 of the area around you, or maybe not like that much, but like a decent amount, where it's not too bad. What I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna go from here. So the more you play this game, the more you get used to the map. Yeah, he did stop right up there. The more you get used to the map, and you have to decide what part of the map you want to go from. And right now I really don't want to go from the left. I am concerned that there are probably people towards that wall that I'm running towards. But right now I'm taking that risk. So I actually don't know if it was better to go around from this side, or if I should have just stuck to my original area. But there was a lot of people shooting in that direction, so I kind of didn't want to. The thing though is that there might still be people here that just weren't shooting, so it's not like I'm safe or anything. It's just in the moment I decided to go from there instead of here, or from here instead of there. And I think this was a better choice, personally. Even though I am on the side of this hill where I almost died there, actually. That would have been bad. See, I can't tell if he was safe, so I can't really take his stuff, which kind of sucks. I kind of want to heal up, but I can't go prone, which sucks. Yeah, he was right outside the zone. I would have loved to take his stuff, but I just didn't have the time. I only have 19 bullets left in this gun, though, which is pretty awful. Also, I'm being shot, so I'm going to just run before he tries to chase me down. There's a guy on my left. I'm going to watch him. I'm going to wait until he moves before I do. The guy that was shooting me was probably shooting me with a silenced gun, because I did not hear. It wasn't really audible. So I'm actually going to start crawling a little bit forward. I'm actually risking getting shot right now, but I don't want to be left outside. can't tell if that's him laying down. But I'm gonna hope that it's not. I do hear a lot of gunfire though. Not too happy about it. I seriously can't tell if that's him. I was actually tempted to run up onto him and start shooting him, but the guy that was shooting me, I didn't know if he was still looking to see if I was there. By shooting, I could have potentially given away my position. That was a grenade that landed right next to me. That means there's a chance that there is somebody in front of me who was the person that they were trying to throw that grenade at. I actually have a grenade of my own, so let's just throw it real quick. Oh, there's a guy in a bush. There's always a guy in a bush, it seems like. Well, we made it to number 6, which is one better than number 7. Again, this is the third top 10 that I think I've made it to in a row. I'm going to try to do a series of just how many I can make, how many times I can get to top 10 before I don't get to top 10. And then I'll have like a number for how many top 10s you can get in a row based off the tactics that I use. Again, a lot of this does have to do with luck. The guy that was shooting at me earlier could have easily just killed me. The guy that I ran into in the very beginning, if like he wasn't the kind of person to be surprised easily, he could have killed me. So the tactics that I'm using are general tactics. They are not always foolproof, but for the most part, they will get you to top 10, and then really that's where like the real skill, like that's the best of the best comes into play, because you have to not only be a really good shot, but you have to be really good at tactics. Like that guy that was hiding in that bush, that was a really, really smart move by him. And I should have been paying attention to that, but you live and you learn. So, but yeah, that was pretty fun.